Welcome back to episode 3 of Hot Mess Espresso. So, in talking with others this week / processing my own feelings after quite the splitaholic weekend, I feel like I missed a couple important notes. I want to add to the second half of last week's episode. So, self-aware borderlines know how they feel is a lot. So, there's almost like what I would call an internal border phobia where we try so hard to always be the chill and understanding friends. I should add for my people listening, 95% of the time I am actually cool with things because shit happens and I'm truly empathetic, so you don't have anything to worry about. This is clearly also after years of therapy, but I usually get it. So y'all are fine. Don't feel like when I say it's fine, it's really not. That's not how I feel. So, anyways, back to the episode. But where the need to be chill comes from for me personally is two things. Borderline thinking is very, very unique to borderlines. Not even rejection sensitivity with ADHD quite hits the same way. It's just a completely different way of thinking, a completely different way of feeling, and that's why being borderline is so tough. And I'm not saying that other mental illnesses aren't tough. I'm saying this is why being borderline is really tough, because the way that we think is incredibly unique. So when we feel like we need to be really laid back and really chill and no, it's totally fine and I get it and blah, 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 it's because we know that, I guess I should say I know. The way I know I think and the way that I know that it's very unique makes me almost afraid to be anything but chill, which brings me to my second point. There's a fear of allowing myself to, what I say, feel the feels and how that would end up. If I start to feel the feels, it could spiral, and then all the coping skills go directly out the window, over the cliff, down Niagara Falls, pieces below. It doesn't end well. At the end of the day, it is just a ton of mental waterboarding. I mean, honestly, no wonder I need a ton of naps when I have a bad week of battling my symptoms. A bitch is tired, guys. Real tired. And that concludes this week. I know that the episodes have been a lot shorter, just kind of snippets, but I'm getting the hang of this, and I'm also just really doing my research and making sure that my personal experiences are also kind of backed up by studies and things like that. So right now we're just going to get the short and sweet versions, and eventually they'll get to be a little longer. But for now, I feel like, especially because there's so much about borderline that's misunderstood, that smaller pieces are easier to digest, easier for my people with borderline that are listening to these episodes and having their friends and family listen. I feel like it helps them to better break it down for people so it's not so much information at once. But I promise there will be longer episodes coming soon. I will see you guys next week. Until then, take the naps, drink the water, do the things. Love you guys.